I donated to Kamala Harris so you didn't have to. I want to show you the consistency and how many times they reached out for donations. Some misinformation that was provided in some of these emails. Someone with more time, look into how they use these campaign funds or look for more wording in the emails that was kind of deceptive, where there were some lies and inconsistencies, and in my opinion, some misinformation that was provided to people that they felt would donate to their cause. So as you can see, I am a registered Democrat. Lots of emails. There are some from Donald Trump. Maybe he mentioned Kamala in there. You'll notice that even after November 5th, they've still continued asking for money. November 7th, November 8th, 9th, 10th. If y'all want to see what the text messages contained, including Coach WALZ, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll make another video. This is the first email that she sent out after she was nominated. It bothered me because the first sentence is a lie. It says, "It was the honor of my lifetime to formally accept your nomination as a Democratic candidate for President of the United States." The name is directed towards me, and it states that she's accepting my nomination. I never nominated Kamala Harris. I would have nominated someone else. In my opinion, if the Obamas want to be so much into politics, it should have been Michelle Obama and Bernie Sanders against Trump. It would have been two extremely wealthy, successful men with ideas of their own. They've shown the ability to consistently make decisions that have improved their lives and the lives of their family and their investors. But I did not accept your nomination, Mrs. Harris. You told me. You did not give me a choice, and that's why you lost. You work for us. We don't work for you. The Republican Party, the Democratic Party work for us, the people. You're here for us. And the us, the people, we were not given a chance to pick someone. The excitement that would have happened if everyone was choosing someone in a 5-day period, it would have been mayhem, but it would have been good fun mayhem. That would have been grassroots. What you did, no, it doesn't work like that. That's why the Democratic Party lost. The people that voted for you lost because they just sat there and took it because they were afraid of being canceled. They were afraid of standing up. They were afraid of saying something in fear of being canceled. It's not too late to make America great again. You think that this first email from the Harris-Walz campaign is an honest email with that first line? I ask anyone that's reading this, that's a Democrat, or listening to this, it's a Democrat. You got this email too. Look for it in your email. It's on October 14th, and it's addressed to you. Open it now. Go to your Google, go to your Gmail, go to your Yahoo, go to whatever you got. Open your email right now. Read that email and get mad, just like I am. Get angry that your leadership took your ability to choose someone to lead you. You didn't have a chance. You didn't stand a chance. Quite frankly, all of the American people were cheated. Even the Republicans were cheated from a fair election. This was not a fair election. This was a bloodbath. The President of the United States attempted assassination 2 times? Who does that? The man has children, he has a wife, and it's always the side that wants to kill the babies, that wants war, that wants conflict, that wants to take your power away from you, that wants to ingrain themselves into your personal lives and into your work life. It's time to stand up and fight. Here's the next one. This email bothered me as well because I was up at that time. It was 1 o'clock, 1 in the morning, and it says awake, and I'm like, oh, it's the campaign's still fresh, right? She's been kind of positive. I'm listening, I'm kind of, I'm giving her a chance. I'm literally giving Kamala a chance. I literally gave her a chance. I was open-minded. And then I got this email, and I'm like, it's 1 in the morning, what the hell? And it says, my name. If you're like us, the thought of Donald Trump in the White House may be keeping you up at night, because in just 18 days, we will either be charting a new way forward with Kamala Harris or taking a giant step back to the chaos and division that defined Trump's time in office. One thing is clear. We cannot go back. This one bothered me. You know that some people are up at that time of night. And they probably are a little worried, right? And you're feeding into that. You're feeding into fear at 1 in the morning. At that time, they probably don't want to be up, right? And they're trying to go to sleep. And then you send an email like that? Yeah, nah. So here, Gavin Newsom is asking people to volunteer, to either knock on doors or to make calls. Volunteers, by the way. Kamala and Tim's team will train us, back us up, and give us the tools to make an impact. All we need to bring is our time, energy, and determination. And while we're out volunteering, Kamala is paying $1 million to Oprah, $10 million to whoever else, buying celebrity endorsements instead of giving it back to the people, instead of helping her hurricane victims, instead of buying clout. This one really upset me. Because while in this email they're seeking for volunteers, and normally volunteers are a non-paid job or function to knock on doors and make calls, they were paying celebrities and social media influencers to basically shill. How is that grassroots? Someone please tell me, how is that a grassroots movement? Do I misunderstand the spirit of the word? Volunteers, these people could probably use the money. Instead, lining the pockets of their friends from enriching her own friends, the bourgeoisie. Every single one of you that volunteered your hours so that all those famous people could get paid millions while you busted your ass for a lost cause. Think about that. $1 billion was spent lining the pockets and enriching people, and it sure as hell wasn't you. It sure as hell wasn't me. And our ability to pick the person that spent that money was taken away from us. The election was stolen from the Democrats. And instead of being upset at your leadership, you're upset at Donald Trump and the people that are excited for a change. We have truly turned the page. Speaking of turning the page and leadership, let's keep going with this Gavin Newsom email. Because at the end of this email, he talks about leadership. Your leadership failed you. And they stole your right to a fair election by taking your ability away to choose your own nominee. Think about that. And then he complains and says, and to make matters worse, a far-right super PAC propped up by Elon Musk is paying undecided voters to endorse Trump. Did Kamala Harris not pay millions of dollars for celebrities to endorse her publicly? How is that any different? If anything, the money went to people that could use the money. All you did was give millions to millionaires, millions to billionaires, instead of giving it to millions to the working class that you so eloquently reminded us during every single tired speech of yours. The working class, get out of here. Then I get an email from Barack Obama. In fact, let me read this to you. We have a chance to elect someone who has spent her life fighting on behalf of people who need a voice and a chance. Somebody who was raised in the middle class, who worked a summer job at McDonald's while she earned a degree. This is the second piece of misinformation sent out by the Harris-WALZ campaign. The first email from Kamala Harris claiming that I nominated her. I did not nominate you, lady. And the second one where, from my understanding, did Kamala work a summer job at McDonald's while she earned a degree? Why would you say that you worked at McDonald's when you didn't? I've worked a fast food job. I think a lot of us have. You know, the working class. In fact, Donald Trump went to work at McDonald's just to prove a point. And here you are, Barack. I voted for you, by the way, twice. Twice. You could do no wrong in my eyes during that time. You could do no wrong. So I know that there's people like me in the past where you can also do no wrong today. And reading this would motivate people that work in fast food, which are a lot, to look her way. And I'm glad you did that, because it got some good memes of Donald Trump serving fries. Thanks for that. And then this email bothered me because if you've seen that meme that's been running around of the kids in the background sounding devastated that Donald Trump won, listen to this from Kamala Harris. To me, I will never forget the day Donald Trump became president. My godson came up to me with tears in his eyes. I assumed one of the other kids who had joined our watch party had been teasing him about something. My godson's voice was trembling. Auntie Kamala, That man can't win. He's not going to win, is he? His worry broke my heart. I did not want anyone's child to feel that way. Why would you do that to your kid? Create anxiety at such a young age. Anxiety about politics. Ew. Auntie Kamala, get out of here. In this email, she accuses Trump of sending an armed mob to the United States Capitol to overturn the will of the people in an election he knew he lost. And while he sat in the Oval Office watching the violence unfold on television, I mean, where's the proof? And then this is when the tone of the emails changes a bit, is when Liz Cheney joined, they got a bit more aggressive. And this is from Liz Cheney. I've been voting for 40 years. I have never voted for a Democrat. But given the danger Donald Trump poses and how close the presidential race is, loyalty to our country must supersede loyalty to any political party. That's why I will be casting my ballot for Vice President Kamala Harris this November. Trump is not a conservative. He wages war on the Constitution, puts himself above the law, and is willing to use violence to seize power. What's happening to the Republican Party under Trump's leadership is indefensible. While the vice president expresses an abiding love for America, Donald Trump trash talks America on a daily basis. He calls our nation a laughingstock, insults our people, and threatens our republic. No, actually, lady, he doesn't trash talk America on a daily basis. He's trying to make America great again. How is talking about making America great again talking trash about America? If I'm not mistaken, it was Joe Biden that called supporters of Trump garbage. So do you mean that kind of talk about Americans? On January 6th, 2021, Donald Trump sat for hours ignoring the pleas of family and his most senior officials to tell the mob to leave, as the mob attacked our Capitol and brutalized police officers in his name. Now Trump wants to pardon those January 6 rioters. Well, they're American. They're American citizens that were involved in a political rally. You guys have ignored the pleas of the American people to close the borders. He wants to pardon 6 rioters. You guys want to pardon millions of illegal immigrants from violating the law, breaking the law, and coming here illegally. I don't feel it's unreasonable to pardon January 6 rioters when millions of undocumented and illegal aliens have been pardoned and have been escaping justice for years, making it more expensive to live here in California. You got 6 people on title. Then she goes, as a mother of 5 kids, it's personal to me that my children grow up in a country with a president who will defend the Constitution, uphold the rule of law, and lead with strength and compassion to lift up the American people. Well, that's what he plans on doing. He just doesn't want to lift up the illegal immigrants that are in the country. None of us do. Things cost more because of it. We're subsidizing these things. Their care is being subsidized on the back of the working class. And we're trying to tell you that we don't want to do it anymore. The working class does not want to continue supporting. You have 5 kids, you're a millionaire. I wish I had the funds and the ability to pay for 5 kids. That's expensive. Congratulations. Here's my receipt to Kamala. And this is the email, the last email that she sent today. So I wonder how much of the money that she mentions here. So in this email, she's asking for a donation, implying that it's because the U.S. Senate and House races are too close to call or within margin of recounts for certain legal challenges. I wonder how much of this money is actually being sent towards that, or is she using it to offset the negative balance that she's in right now? That's something you guys should also look into. What do you think?